Well, that wasn't as bad as it was gonna be. Form's all fixed now. I'm hoping that's the last that I have to monkey with it. It's been going on since March, and today was the final day. It took a lot of time to get everything moved over, but I think we're okay now. I hope. So I couldn't find my tape measure. We're gonna make our own with masking tape. I hope you guys understand that I had to go. I mean, otherwise the phone would start ringing. Stunt hanger's down. Yeah, I know. Somebody'd like to take this over. All you gotta do is let me know. Be something good for some computer savvy guy that was retired to work on. But you'd have to be computer savvy, that's for sure. Boy, that was a difficult fix on that one. But we're done, and hopefully I don't have to talk to the Philippines again, because they don't speak English. Moron. I told them this company was the most incompetent company I've ever dealt with. If I could get there, I'd wring their neck. And they'll probably send me an email again. I'm sick of emails from them people. Okay, we got our stations. This step I'm doing here is not necessary if you have a dressmaker's tape. If I don't have one, all I have is this tape here. So we're going to go, first one is 0, second one is 2 7/8 back. 0, 2 7/8. 9 1/4. 9 1/4. 13 7/8. Okay, that's the front one. The next one back is, so we need 13 7/8 for the first one here. 13 7/8. I hope I can figure this out. 13 7/8. And 19 5/8. 19 5/8. 25 1/4. 25 1/4. 31 1/2 and 0. 31 1/2. And well, I'll put the whole number on it. 37 1/4. 37 1/4. Now you wonder, what are all these numbers? Well, because I did it this way, I have to measure these tapes. So 0, this is 0 station. 0. And this is 2 7/8. 2 7/8. This one is 9 1/4. We should come up with some resemblance of what we're doing. 9 1/4. Now this one has 2 measurements, so I need this is 13 7/8. 13 7/8. Now we'll go on the back one here. Nineteen 5/8. 19 5/8. Like I say, you don't have to do this if you got a dressmaker's tape, but I can't find mine. Thirteen 7/8, 19 5/8, 25 1/4. 25 1/4. 31 1/2. Half. 37 1/4. 37 1/4. Okay, so now let's get the measurements on this stuff. Zero is 5 3/4. 5 3/4. 2 7/8 is 6 3/8. 6 3/8. 9 1/4 is 5 7/8. 5 7/8. 13 7/8 is 6 1/8. 6 1/8. Move that up here. 6 1/8. 19 is 5 7/8. 5 7/8. 25 is 5 1/8. 5 1/8. 31 is 3 7/8. 3 7/8. And this one is 3 inches. Okay, we got our measurements. So we get rid of this tape. Actually, no, I can't get rid of that. Oh yeah, I can. I got it written down here. Okay, good. Okay. This is just a rough anyway, because you're going to cut the, good evening, Christopher. You're going to cut the balsa off the mold. So it's not a big deal. If that was confusing, that's because I didn't have my dressmaker's tape, but it's not a big deal. So we're going to use 16th inch balsa 2 times. Actually, this is metric, so it might be a little less than 16 or a little more. I don't know. But we got this stuff here. So if I were to use all this on there, it couldn't weigh any more than, which we're not going to use all of it, but here's my scale. Oh, geez. Come on. Boy, that really was a scary ordeal on the stunt hanger. I thought, I got 15 years invested in that. It's kind of like, what the heck happened to my scale? Now, darn well I was using it here. Not under here. Well, this CRS is ridiculous. And I can't see anything. There it is. Hiding on me. All right. If I were to use all this wood, the most that I could add by using all this wood would be 4.5 ounces. So we're not going to use all of it. I'm hoping to build that bottom block for less than an ounce. So I'm going to need to strip 2 sheets. So this is 8. Do I have anything larger than 8? No. Okay. I have nothing. So we're only going to use 2 pieces or 4 pieces. Let's see what that weighs. One. Take the lightest one. These are 18. Those are no good. Oh, that's no good. That's 21. There's a 14. That's a 14. 17. The 13. Okay, we're only going to use this much. Less than this much. Let's see what that weighs. Otherwise, I got to do it with 3/32 one sheet. 2 ounces. 2 ounces. I want to lose 50% of that. That would be an ounce. Yep. That's what we're going to do. So we'll make let's see here. Get my phone. Where are you? There's my pen. There it is. We use that one. Okay, 37 and a quarter. 37 and 1/4 minus 13 7/8 equals 23 and 3/8. I got 23 and a half, so I'll just make it 23 and a half. 23 and a half and let it hang over. So we got 2. And we're going to leave one sheet out of it already. I can see that coming because this is 36. We'll cut it in. Yeah, won't need it all, but okay. We'll cut it in half. Man, all this thinking, I have to do that at work. I don't know what I'm doing here. I want to come up with a good, my last Thunderbolt that I did, the one that you guys saw on the, in 2007. That was a nice airplane. It was a good effort. It flew really great. But there's some things that I'm going to do on this one to make it lighter. Now, Ty Marcucci has one that I sold to Tom Morris. It was almost finished, but it was electric. And I didn't. I got out of electric. I'm not a fan of electric. Okay, we want to take the heaviest one we got here. This is 1918. Got a good grain in it. This is the heaviest one we got. We're going to put that one on the front. That's going to be the first 14 inches of the airplane on the bottom. So this will be the cowl that I'm making here. So let's take this. This is 36. 18 and 18 is 36. We'll just cut it in half and then split it and glue it. And I'll take the second half. Okay. This is metric, so let's make sure. Not quite 36. It's 35 and 15/16, but that'll be close enough. 18. Now, you think, well, it's going to take 2 sheets to do this the way I'm going to do it. So now we need to strip it down the middle. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We need to mark this one. Four inches. So I'll mark it at 2. Now, you don't want to bend on a seam. Meaning you can't just glue two together and then bend it. You can't bend on a seam. It'll look like crap and it'll be very weak. So what you gotta do is center line it, strip the edges. I guess we can just cut this one. That'll be our first one down. So we got this, mark it. So we know which edge we're going to use. Now we got to do this. Looks easy, doesn't it? It is. Okay, what I've done there is true these edges up. I need to do this side one more time. It's got a nick in it because of that nick in the glass. There we go. We need to mark it. It's 3 3/4. Three 3/4 divided by 2. I don't even have to think with this. This is very 1 7/8. They've made it easy on me. 1 7/8. I got to think at work. I don't want to have to think at home. Yeah, that's the bend line right there. Okay, let's get some wax paper. Any modeler that wants to make me a reasonable offer on Stunt Hanger, I'm open to it. I've been offered big money for it, but it wasn't for sale for what they wanted to do. How the hell did I know? Why did that quite right? That's great. See, this would relax already. Or went back to growing towards the sun or whatever you want to call it. I gotta make two skins just like this, one inside, one outside. I could make it out of 3/32. I'll do that on the top and to save weight, but the bottom takes so much abuse, the cowl and the pipe tunnel and all that. I want to make it kind of bulletproof. But I did on the other Thunderbolt, I made it out of carbon. It was balsa carbon. And I've learned my lesson on carbon. Carbon ain't where it's at. It just ain't where it's at. Okay, we need this cowl to be super nice. At least it won't have to carve it. It'll be molded. Let's see how long we're into this. 27 minutes. I'll try to get the cowl done tonight. Because I still got to eat dinner and go to sleep. Weld all day long tomorrow. Now this would probably work just as a piece of 16th because I'm going to glass it, but I don't know. I feel better with more substantial cowl area material. But you never know, I could change my mind. Depending on how it comes out. What do you think? Should I try to get away with 16-inch cowl? I'm going to have to cheat somewhere. No, I don't think I will. Might be 8 on the front and 3/32 on the back. I'll have to think about that. How to beat the system. Okay, so now we take our paper and we make our marks. 0, we know let's cut that off straight. Okay. 0. 0 is 5 3/4. 5 3/4. 5/2. 5 3/4. Divide by 2. 2 7/8 on each side. And let's see, 2 7/8. We got to come back. 2 7/8. I guess you can make all in lines. These are station lines. 9 1/4. 9 1/4 station is 5 7/8. Well, here. 5 7/8. 5/2. 2 15/16. Of course, that ruler doesn't go down to that, so we'll have to get the other one. Come on, I know I put you in here now. That ain't no good either. I know it's in there. And it's not. What the hell? There it is. Here we go. I knew I put it back where it belonged. 2 15/16. That ain't right. Where did I get 5 7/8 from? Looking at the wrong station. Clear. 6 3/8. 6 3/8 divided by 2. 3 3/16. Reading. 1 2 3/16. Said it was 6 3/8. 6 3/8 more. Right there. The 9 1/4 mark. 5 7/8. Don't ask me why this is goofy like this. But that's what it is. 9 1/4. 13 7/8. 7/8. 6 1/8. So that's going to be 3 1/16. Three and a 16th. Okay, what did I say that was? 6 3/8. Clear. 2 3/16. 2 3/16. Okay. 2 3/16. 6 3/8. 3 3/16. 3 3/16. 3 3/16. Okay, I'm going to double check all my measurements here. I don't want to make this more than once. 9 1/4 is 5 7/8. This is 9 1/4, 5 7/8. Clear. 5 7/8. Divide by 2. 2 15/16. Two 16. 2 15. That was 9 1/4. 13 7/8 is 6 1/8. That's 3 1/16. Okay, 13 7/8. Make sure that's right. That's it. So let's cut that off. Okay. At least now we'll have a pattern. Okay. If you never built, I mean, I'd love for you guys to try to build one of these Thunderbolts, but if you don't have the skills to, you've never done this before, it's challenging. It's just out of the ordinary. Because you would never think that's going to make a cow, but that's what it's going to look like. I mean, it's going to look exactly like what I'm doing. Let's see what this is going to weigh. They won't have to measure again. I got it all figured out one time. All right, let's see what it weighs. Here you go. 10 grams. So my cow is going to weigh 20 grams if I do it with that. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to try just the 16th and then glass it. That's 10 grams. When you curve something, you get a lot of strength. There's going to be formers inside here, plus an edge all the way around, plus fiberglass, half-ounce cloth on it. I think I can get away with a 16th cow. Come to think of it, no, I can't. Nope, I can't. So we're not going to cheat. We're just going to make it a carry on. This, let's see here, 17, 14. Besides this one, 13, 14. I need a tail. Okay, 17. There we go. Okay. This one has to be a little larger because it's going to bend around the outside of that by a 16th. So if it was a 16th, it's going to have to be a quarter inch bigger. A quarter inch bigger. Okay, let me my square. That's unbelievable. There it is. I've got a hard spot in it. That ain't no good. Cut that out of it. It does. It has a hell of a hard spot right there. Hard spot means heavy spot. You can see it right there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but right there, the first half inch of that is a hard spot. So we're going to try to douse it and get rid of the damn thing. At least most of it. Hard spot is a heavy spot. Okay, where are we at? 48 minutes. I might get it on the mold. Three and a half. That ain't right. 3 5/8. That's 3 5/8. 3 5/8 divide by 2. 1 13/16. Trying to do this. This is soft here. Got a hard spot right in the middle of that too. Yeah, we're gonna use this piece. It'll break. Oh crap. Can't use that piece. That's too thin. There we go. Oh, we got some lighter stuff. This is thinner. That's what it's lighter. I'll use this. We use these as tail. These are lighter than these over here. So we use one of these. Matter of fact, I will just remake the whole thing so it's lighter. That's 13 grams. 13 grams is better. This is much more better wood. Wood selection is a big important thing. I mean, I cut that. I'll use it somewhere else on something else, but it has a hard spot along the edge here. The other one has a hard spot right in the middle where it would bend. That ain't no good for molding. This here is nice and light. See how clear that is? It's good stuff there. Of course, it's kind of got an open grain there, but use this on the inside, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, I'm not going to monkey around with measuring, I'm just going to eyeball it. That's a good piece there. That is a good piece there. I'm building a watch, so it didn't have to be micrometer perfect, but something close. I think we'll use this on the side. We'll lose some of that. Yep, gonna just get the cowl made tonight. Is all I'm gonna get. You know what? We can use this piece for the edges because this has a kind of a hole in it. Let's see if we get the same thickness. Pretty close. We'll cut this down the center, and that'll alleviate the hard spot. Mark it. Do it. hump on here. I'm getting hungry. If we didn't have that stunt hanger problem, I'd be eating by now. Damn incompetence. %90 of the time, when a website doesn't work, it's because somebody's monkeying around trying to make it better. And they don't know what they're doing. The reason why stunt hanger works all the time is I'm a mechanic. I've tested it and retested it and made it work. And if it works, don't try to fix it. Because it ain't broke. Even the big websites, the bank websites and all that, it's because some kid is trying to make himself, you know, got to have something to do to make his boss believe that he's a valuable asset. And he's went in there and screwed something up because it was untested. That's 90% of the time why you get the little spinning wheel. Today was something that was out of my control that I cannot point domains to IP address. It has to be done at the DNS, the dedicated name server. If I could have done it, it wouldn't have screwed up at all today, and it wouldn't have took me since March to get it done, because I'd have went in there and changed it. But water under the bridge, we're all set now. Good to go, I think, for now. Okay. Let's see, we want to cut that off. We're going to leave about a 16th, 3/32 outside the line, because this is going to need to be bigger than the other side, so we got to compensate for that, because the measurements I did for that are on the buck, and the measurements for this are on the buck plus that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because I've left a 1/4 inch trim material. You won't believe how rock hard this thing will be. And hopefully it'll be light. We'll see. We shall see. It's going to be 20 grams anyway. Okay. All right, so my cow is going to weigh this much, plus a little glue, plus a little fiberglass. 17. It'll be under an ounce, so that's good. That is good. All right, so now we want to take, better get some more wax paper put out. Didn't get stuck down. And take Windex. Yeah, it's Windex this. I quit soaking stuff in the bathtub. There's no need for it. This Windex works just fine. Plus, we're going to be adding glue to it, so look at that. There's absolutely no need to wet it in the bathtub if you pick the right wood. Pick the wrong wood, you might have to soak it a while. Okay, so let's do this. We need one here. That's falling out of the way. Okay, that's all the glue. I have to scrape it all off now. See how much glue's on there? Not very much. And trust me, that'll be locked up tighter than Dick's hat band. Okay. There's our piece of wood. Let's see what it weighs. Dry out. Be 1 ounce. There they are. Okay. There we go. Okay, get it started here. This is a hard job to do by yourself. But we'll figure it out. Now, when you're doing this, you'll wonder, well, hell, that don't fit down there. Well, we're going to relieve it. So, you see how much is sticking up here? No problem. Let's see if I remember right. It was 1 in the center. One on the side. I get it all the way through though. There we go. somebody here to hold this. Well, I think I can get that after it dries. Okay. Stubborn, are you? Tomorrow we'll come back, take that off, and see what we got to do to make it look good. Should be close. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the the goofiness. That's how you mold wood. Leave it set overnight. The glue will be dry. We'll trim it up, sand it, put the carbon in it. You have to do something to reinforce those slits that you made. You just take strips of carbon inside and CA it, and that's it. It's not a big deal. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow night. Get the big mama out. It's a big mama. Now you can put a bigger wing in it than Billy had. Well, I might, if we got a couple weeks, I might bring it up there when I come up to Cleveland to show Billy, because I think he'd like this wing better than what he's got in it, but you never know. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm glad I got the stunt hanger worked out for everybody. I got to eat dinner and hit the rack. 9 o'clock, almost past my bedtime. All right, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.